not sure who wrote this in, but I think a lot of you and a lot of our clients and a lot of our family members share this sentiment. Someone said, my lawyers sucked. What can I do to get my loved one out of jail? And that is kind of an overarching theme that we see. And a lot of emotions run high during trials. Sometimes the lawyers do make mistakes, right? And so that when you're left with a conviction and you find yourself in prison or your loved one is in prison, it's really easy to feel that way. But you ask the right question. What do you do now? What can I do to get them out of jail? And that first step is this direct appeal process, where you file that notice of appeal and you argue to the Court of Appeals things that might have gone wrong at trial. If your direct appeal doesn't work, let's say it goes all the way through the process, you're still denied, your conviction is affirmed, then what do? That's when you can file the 1107 writ of habeas corpus or whatever type of writ it needs to be. And that goes, we've talked about this before, but if you need a little reminding, that is you file an 1107. It's not decided by that Court of Appeals, it's decided by the Court of Criminal Appeals. So you get to go up a little higher to the highest criminal court in Texas to decide a writ. Once you get to the end of that journey, it's possible to go into the federal courts. Once you get to the end of that journey, it's possible to even go back to the state courts. In saying all that, I hope some of you are thinking, wow, that probably takes a really long time, because it does. It's not a quick process. It is not a cheap process, but those are the things available to you or available to your loved one if they do find themselves in that position where they've been convicted and they're in prison and they're trying to find out how to combat that conviction.